gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing the next corner, 330 pounds, the American Ninja, Big Brian Adams. His opponent in this corner, 300 pounds, from Dallas, Oregon, Big Bill Francis.
All right, Bill Francis and Brian Adams. Well, I can hardly wait for Scotty the Body to come up here and join me at the Crow's Nest. I'll tell you, this place is absolutely, they just went bananas. Absolutely. They got a new Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion, Curtis Thompson, and now you saw the interview. Every town this week, these men, Scotty issued the challenge and Curtis accepted it, and he didn't have to. He's got 30 days to put that title on the line. But he went ahead and accepted it right away, which means beginning Monday in Longview, these two men fight for that title again. And then Wednesday in the Dalles, they fight for it again. And Thursday in Salem, they fight for it again. And next Friday in Eugene, they fight for it again. I mean, the title could change hands. However, I would imagine that if Scotty the Body wins the title back in any one of these towns, he will not return the favor. He won't put the title back on the line. He'll keep that sucker for a while. So I tell you, you folks in Longview, 8 o'clock bell time Mondays, the Dalles, 7 o'clock bell time Wednesday, Salem, 7 o'clock bell time Thursday, Eugene, the Lane County Fairgrounds, 8 o'clock bell time on Friday. You better get there. And if you want to root for Curtis Thompson, he can use your fan support. All right, there's that forces a break. Brian Adams backing off of Bill Francis. Look at these two guys in here. You got a couple of giants right there. Brian Adams tips the scales. He doesn't tip scales. He breaks them. 330 pounds. And Bill Francis, well, he's about 290, close to 300 himself. Man, you got a couple of muscular giants in there, professional wrestling giants. And now Brian Adams holding his hand up. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Yeah, you cannot do that. Not to somebody like Brian Adams. There was a time when you could, and he'd shake your hand and be a gentleman about it. But that was before money got in the way, and that money came from the hand of the Grappler. And now the Grappler and Brian Adams are part of the wrecking crew. Into the ropes goes Bill Francis. Brian Adams misses with a haymaker. Francis took him down. Oh, he came off of there with his body weight and took Brian Adams down. And now he's working on Adams, left and right. There's a left uppercut. And that staggers the big man. And into the ropes goes Brian Adams, coming off the ropes. Oh, Bill Francis missed. And look at that. Up, over, out. And Brian Adams, he hit his back going out over those ropes. He's on the floor out there. And Bill Francis is feeling pretty good about it right now. Woo! Mercy. Can you believe what's going on in the Northwest? Can you believe what's going on in the pounds of action? We have a new heavyweight champion, Curtis Thompson. Boy, was he happy or what? And he did. I think he set a record coming into town, only being here a week and already winning the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship belt. And side headlock applied by Bill Francis on Brian Adams. And into the ropes goes Francis. Francis with a shoulder tackle, and no, you need more than that to put man's size of Brian Adams down. Oh, you need something like that. Yes, sir. And Adams goes down. Another nice arm drag by Bill Francis. Another nice arm drag. And Francis is in control right now of the 330-pound Brian Adams. Oh, mercy. I got so excited during that match between Scotty the Body and Curtis Thompson. I tore the button off my tuxedo coat. Boy, I hope the folks at Mr. Ford will understand there. It's in the line of duty, folks. Really was in the line of duty. Arm bar applied by Bill Francis on Brian Adams. And, yeah, you were watching last Saturday night, you heard the Grappler challenge, an open challenge to anybody. Anybody. Any professional wrestler in the Northwest. Now, I don't know if that includes Rip Oliver. Well, I don't know if Rip is here tonight. Is he? I don't know if he's scheduled to wrestle, but I'd sure like to be able to talk to Rip, because Rip had said 3 weeks ago, he said, hey, if I can't battle the Grappler, then I'm not going to fight here. And he wasn't here last week. So have no idea. Oh, that was a judo chop right in the throat, and you know they don't call Brian Adams the American Ninja for nothing. There he goes into a martial arts stance, and he is a master of the martial arts. There's a hard kick by Brian Adams, and down goes Bill Francis. Francis is hurting right now. Indeed, he's hurting. Well, the absence of Scotty the Body tells me that maybe he's more concerned that he lets on. Oh, my word, you can hear that. That was a hard smash up here. As Brian Adams caught Bill Francis with that kick of his, and you can hear that around the arena. You can hear it up here. Hard smack right on the face. And Bill Francis kicks out under the grasp of Brian Adams. And Brian Adams right back at it again. As soon as we get more word about Steve Dahl and Rex King, we'll certainly pass it on your way. The only thing that I had heard was that the World Tour had been canceled, and that they of course lost the belt that they won last Saturday night. The belts were stripped from them because they were no longer a tag team after the Wrecking Crew wrecked the career of Rex King. And I don't have any more information on Rex King. Well, now, here, joining me in the crow's nest is the former Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion, Scotty the Body.
You know I should still be the champion. You saw him pull my tights. I tell you, you've seen me go through every competitor in the Northwest. You've seen me beat Rip Oliver. You've seen me beat the Grappler. You've seen me beat every top competitor that's ever graced the Pacific Northwest. This man pulled a fluke, Don Cost. He pulled a fluke. He pulled my tights. It was the biggest fluke of the century. It was like Rocky Balboa beating Apollo Creed was what it was. This is the biggest fluke, and I'll tell you what, every single night this week, give me the sheet, where are we going to be this week? We're going to be in Longview Monday. We're going to be in the Dallas Wednesday. We're going to be in Salem, Eugene, Salem Thursday, and Eugene Friday. And one of those nights, in fact, I'm going to take it in Longview. There's going to be no doubt about it. I'm going to win this belt back in Longview. Beat him Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that's going to be ended, Curtis Thompson.
Scotty, the only fluke out there was really Scotty the Body. I mean, you heard everybody. If I had seen Curtis Thompson pull your tights or do anything of the things that I've seen you do, I would tell you. But I didn't see you pull your tights. Nobody saw that.
Of course, it was a travesty of justice, Mo Barr. That's what he paid me back for all the insults I've given him over the years. That's what he paid me back with. He robbed me. He literally mugged me for my Pacific Northwest heavyweight title, Don Cost. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
No. I think you ran into a man that obviously you weren't ready for last Saturday night. He beat you. He beat you again tonight. I mean, Curtis Thompson is a man to be reckoned with, and you got to reckon with him now in every town this coming week. Wow.
Let's watch the match.
Yeah, let's change the subject, huh? All right. There's Bill Francis with a whip. Into the ropes goes Brian Adams. Francis on the... Oh, man. That was a cross between a clothesline and a power arm smash right in the throat. Bill Francis with a drop kick, and down goes Brian Adams.
I got to be honest, Cost. Bill Francis, the man of his size and his muscular development, or lack thereof, I'm really surprised he can get that high in the air for a drop kick.
He got right up there. And now he's trying to put...
he's not going to get an abdominal stretch.
Full Nelson. Yeah, you can wrap this one up, I'm afraid. Bill.
Look at the eyes of Brian Adams. He's not letting his baby go.
Bill Francis in the full Nelson hold of Brian Adams, and then nobody gets out from under that one.
Billy Jack never got out of it.
Well,
Billy Jack, the only man who was capable of getting out, never got out of the full Nelson.
And now they can't get Brian Adams off of Bill Francis.
They're like slapping old Mo Barr now.
Oh, now wait a minute. The referee doesn't have to. The referee has got the power of suspension and fine. He could reverse this decision.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did that after he mugged me in the last match.
Brian Adams the winner over Bill Francis. We'll be back with more right after this.
3 days only. 13-inch remote colored TVs on sale. Your choice, $245, 105 days, the same as cash. Or 19 and 20-inch remote colored TVs on sale. Your choice, $295, plus no payment till May. And 25-inch remote colored TVs on sale. Your choice, $395, only $20 a month.
Like my dad, Tom Peterson, says, it's worth the trip.
I'm Joel Gurin, editor of American Health Magazine. When your sinuses are inflamed, it can bring on nasal congestion, fatigue, headache, fever, and coughing. Stay tuned, and I'll tell you situations to avoid if you're suffering sinusitis.
When you take a sinus medicine that can make you drowsy, it's like sleepwalking through your day. That's why there's Sudafed Sinus. It relieves sinus pain with a non-aspirin pain reliever and pressure with a decongestant that starts to work in as quick as 22 minutes without drowsiness. So if you don't want to sleepwalk through your day, get Sudafed Sinus. Fast sinus relief that won't put you fast asleep.
If you have sinusitis, try to avoid smoking or being out in damp weather. Put off eating spicy foods or having any kind of alcoholic drink until you're better. This will prevent unnecessary irritation to infected sinuses. That's today's Word on Health.
There's no heartburn like your heartburn. And there's no liquid antacid like Gaviscon Extra Strength Relief Formula, the fire extinguisher. Because only this Gaviscon dispatches a unique foam barrier to smother your heartburn, while acid neutralizers put out the fire. Gaviscon Extra Strength Relief Formula Liquid, the fire extinguisher.
Yes, that we're live back in basketball action when the California Bears take the Oregon Ducks to court. Sunday at 3 on KPTV 12. Well, Rip Oliver and his son Larry up here. Rip, I'm glad you're here. Now, because I got a question for you. Like we were just talking about this a little while ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago, you made an announcement after the Grappler put a $5,000 bounty on your head. You said if you couldn't wrestle the Grappler, if they wouldn't give you the Grappler, you weren't going to wrestle in the sports arena. Now, last week, the Grappler's up here, and he's issuing an open challenge to everybody, anybody. Now, is this why you're here?
Well, Don, that's the reason why I'm here. You know that, and everybody at TV land knows that. I've been doing a lot of riding, been doing a lot of thinking. Last Saturday night, I sit back, week before I come up here, and I made a lot of strong statements. I said I'd never wrestle in the Portland Sports Arena again if I didn't get the Grappler. Well, that's a strong statement to make, because he can run and hide, and I'd never wrestle again. But the only man in professional wrestling today, after what he's done to me, my family, and everybody tired of hearing me sitting up here hooping and hollering about this. All I asked for was a match with the Grappler. Last Saturday night, I was sitting back in my recliner, sucking on a Miller, watching what's going on in wrestling land. I never got a call, so I didn't come down.
Oh, the greatest amusement park, Wrestling Land.
And then Larry comes in, he said, Dad, what's going on? You said you wasn't a Grappler, and he's got an open challenge on TV land to anybody. Well, I'm just here to say one thing, and I'm not here to preach. Grappler, you made an open challenge last Saturday night. I stayed home waiting on this boy. My boys seen it. Everybody at TV land seen it. If there's anybody watching the monitor back there and can get this low-lying slime to come out here right now, I'd like to prove to my boy one thing. I'm not running from the Grappler. The man's been running from me. $5,000 bounty, you name it. Anybody back there can get the Grappler out here right now. And Don Owens, we'll go ahead and make the match for next week. He's got an open challenge. Well, Grappler, I'm here. Everybody in TV land's here. The log is getting a little slow.
All right, can we get the Grappler up here? He's being forced up here.
Very good.
All right, take it easy. Take it.
Grappler, I'm not going to hold you up here against your will. But you made a big challenge here last Saturday night that you can't take anybody in wrestling. And I'm standing here right now, and I'd like an answer. Will you wrestle me one-on-one right here next Saturday night?
Hey, Oliver, I never said I'd wrestle you, Rip Oliver.
Open challenge to anyone right here. Did he not Don Cost last Saturday night?
Absolutely. Open challenge to anybody.
Well, let me tell you something. I already got a match signed. I've already got a tag match coming up tonight. I'm not wrestling you.
I know you got obligations tonight, Grappler. And I know you're not scared. But to prove it to me and to Don Cost and to my oldest baby boy right here and everybody out there watching, will you sign a match with me next Saturday night or not?
Let me tell you something, Oliver.
You tell
Wait a
me.
minute. Hey, let me tell you
you're not scared of me of signing your name on the dotted line right here for next Saturday night. That's all I ask. Me and you.
I'll tell you what, Oliver. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to wrestle you.
Hey, now wait a minute. Are you going to show all these people out here that you're a yellow coward? Huh? Are you going to show them you're a yellow coward? Are you going to meet me here next Saturday night?
Hey, I ain't scared of you, Oliver. I ain't no coward. And I'm not going to wrestle you next week.
Well, I guess that shows everyone right here, right now, and everybody going on.
Look out! Look out! Hey, come on! Oh, hey! Hey, he's attacked both Rip and his son. Come on, Grappler, take it. How's your big tough daddy now, boy? Huh? You won't stop, boy. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hold that boy, hey! How you know this is your daddy? I can be your daddy. No, come on. We need some help. You want some? You want some? How you know he's your daddy? I can be your daddy. Oh, this is absolute. This is terrible. This is terrible. He's hitting Rip.
Those are some nice chair shots.
Come on. You don't want that to be every one. It's like you owe me. Hey, 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 hey. Don Owens, Don, for crying out loud. Come on.
So they hold the boy back, but then they hold the grappler back. Make up your minds.
Here. You guys want to continue wrestling anywhere, you better just cool it. Rip, Don, what in the world is... You heard what the grappler said. He wants... You heard Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver wants the grappler.
I'm darn sick of it. There's stuff going on up here in the TV stand up here, and by golly, I'm going to put a stop to it.
Well, there's not even supposed to be any fighting up here, and these guys come up and they attack both Rip and his son. Attack him with a
What's the answer, Don Owens? What's the answer? Can I have the grappler here next Saturday night or not?
It's going to take a decision from you, Don.
That's right. Saw what happened up here tonight. I'm gonna put him in that ring next week. If he doesn't show up, he'll never wrestle in Portland again.
All right, so you're...
What else was just me and the grappler? That's all I've been asking for. You give it to me, Don Owens, and that man won't leave this arena alive. Okay, he'll be there. He won't wrestle in Portland again at all.
All right, so it's going to be the grappler. The grappler has to show up next Saturday night to face Rip Oliver in the middle of the ring, or the grappler will not wrestle here. And I'll tell you what, Don. All right, yes, he motioned. This match will be off of television. There'll be no TV for the Rip Oliver grappler match next Saturday night. There's no way they can put that on TV. And Don signaled me as he left that that's absolutely right. No TV for that match. Holy mackerel. Well, okay, that's going to happen. The grappler and Rip Oliver next Saturday night. We'll be right back with more